And good morning. Thanks you for joining us on our. Every time this pops up, I'm not really
Did
ready.
you get scared? I was like, did I scare you?
No, it wasn't you. It was just like when we see the little red line, I'm like, oh yeah, we're on now. Okay, so yeah. Happy Monday, and it's President's Day, obviously. So we got some fun things coming with you guys toward the end of the show. How you doing today, Brittany?
I'm doing good. It's got a little bit of that Monday energy, but we're trying to build it back up and be better for the rest of the week.
Oh, yeah. So obviously with the Sprint, we give you guys the news of the day, whether it's right here at home or all over the place. And obviously today, I guess this week marks the 1-year anniversary since Russia invaded Ukraine. So with that, President Joe Biden made a surprise visit to Ukraine today. It's his first visit to Ukraine since the Russian invasion began. He met with President Zelensky, announced another delivery of equipment to the region, including ammunition, anti-armor systems, and air surveillance radars. He will also announce additional sanctions against people and companies that are trying to help Russia.
And then we want to show you a story a little bit closer to home. Unfortunately, your power bill, it could be going up again. A lot of people talking about this. Well, the Richmond Times-Dispatch reports that Dominion wants to reinstate a monthly surcharge to cover the cost of complying with the regional greenhouse gas initiative. So the company suspended it last year following the governor's promise to pull Virginia out of the carbon emission trading program. But the Democrats have re-insisted the effort, and if the state approves, the average bill could rise by nearly $5 a month. Well, Dominion Energy is offered in parts of Central Virginia and Southside, along with Botetourt, Rockbridge, and Allegheny counties.
All right, if you're in those areas, that's something to keep in mind. Also, we got demolition in full swing at the Washington Park pool. Take a look at these photos showing progress from last week. Yeah. That was that. The renovation project started with the pool closed for the season in August. The Olympic-sized pool featured water slides and diving boards, but was 50 years old. Roanoke's Department of Parks and Recreation hopes to reopen the pool as soon as possible. I believe when they do it, it's going to be nice, especially with the technology they got nowadays.
And a lot of people getting ready, they see that and like, okay, it's going to get warm on Thursday. They were like, let's start swimming. I want to get in the water. They're ready for it.
They should make it heated.
Oh,
That'd
yeah,
be cool.
that'd be nice.
A heated pool.
Yeah,
let's go.
Oh, I like that idea. That's my kind of pool.
Human soup.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. It might be a soupy feeling, but in the wintertime, it'll feel great.
Yeah.
You know? Heated pool like a jacuzzi.
Oh my gosh. Well, something else new that has come to Roanoke recently, we've been keeping up with this story. A historic building has completely transformed, and you can see some of the footage right there. Well, Fire Station 1 in Roanoke got a facelift, and it's now a restaurant, storefront, and boutique hotel. And when you first walk through the doors, you'll see the showroom of Texture, which is a local furniture maker. And in the back of the building is a new restaurant called Stock. However, when you walk up the original winding staircase, former offices and storage spaces now provide 7 guest rooms. Each room has handcrafted furniture from Texture and local artwork.
You know, it's been, I guess, about 16 months, and to see everything finally come together, especially over the last 8 weeks, really, to come pull through, and now to invite Roanoke into the space and celebrate the furniture and the food and the hospitality in this building. It's really just remarkable.
And you can see a lot of work that's been done there, some of that awesome furniture. And even though these renovations were made to this 115-year-old firehouse, the designers worked to keep as much of the history as possible. And you can see some of like that winding staircase right there. That's the original. And you can still see old brass fire poles as you walk through. Historic pictures of firefighters are also proudly displayed throughout the hotel. And the boutique hotel also has an event space that you can rent out. So if you walk through downtown Roanoke, you'll want to check it out.
Yes.
There's a lot to see there, and it's absolutely beautiful.
It's fancy schmancy. So I remember we were actually walking yesterday, and you were talking about, a restaurant. They were taking reservations and stuff, and I didn't notice, like, when you look at it from the outside, you have no idea. All that is on the inside. And
exactly.
It's gorgeous.
You might just see like the furniture if you kind of peek in the window, but you really have to go in and see, like I said, the restaurant and the upstairs of the hotel, and also the restaurant says, once it gets warmer out, they are going to redo the back patio. So they'll have outside seating as well, with a little bar out there and things. So that more is to come. So just keep working and making it more fancy.
They need to put, what they need to put in there? A pool now.
Now they need a pool? Where are they going to put a pool? There's no more room in there.
A heated pool, something, I don't know. Either
right.
way.
That's your comment, your suggestion, a pool.
Yes, put a pool in there.
Right.
So obviously yesterday, weather was beautiful.
Yes.
I went walking with Bo. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you and Mabel.
We
y'all
walk
stay
every
outside.
day.
I'm finna say y'all
We
stay
just live
outside.
outside. But yes, I took her on her long walk yesterday. She loved it.
Yes. The thing that's annoying though about this weather is that you'll get in your car, you'll turn the air on, and then you wake up in the morning because we have to get up super early. The air is like wow, and it's super cold. So yeah, that was something that annoyed me this morning. But meteorologist Chris Michaels is here with us. Give us a look at our forecast for our President's Day.
Hey guys, happy Monday to you. Today we're breezy, a few occasional showers in the mountains. Tomorrow is going to be windier. Temperatures the next 3 days are going to fluctuate, but the big story is going to be record warmth heading into Thursday. I'm not kidding when I tell you temperatures topping out in the 70s and 80s before cooling down for the upcoming weekend. Enjoy the rest of the morning sprint with Jaffney and have a great Monday.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. Now, speaking of walking outside, this is a really, really cool story that I know this yoga loves.
Okay, I love this. Right? Puppy story.
Yes.
I love it.
So if you're looking for a companion to run some errands with or accompanying you on a walk, you should look no further than the Regional Center for Animal Care and Protection.
So they recently started back up their Roanoke Adventure Dog Program. Like I said, I love this. It's like a field trip for dogs. So you come into the shelter and you tell staff what you're looking to do, and then they'll pair you up with a dog to tag along. So they'll give you all the supplies, including leash, treats, and toys.
We really want to give our dogs some enrichment. There's a lot of dogs in here who are ready for their adoptive families, and they have a lot of energy that they need to get out, and there's not enough staff in order to get that energy out for them, and they love going on field trips.
Now, you must be at least 18 years old with a driver's license and a cell phone. Not only is it a great way to get the dog's energy out, it also spreads the word about dogs available for adoption. If you're interested in the program, you can visit our website at WSLS.com. So I think I would probably be bad at this because I would constantly take them to places to get pup cups.
Oh,
They'd be like, these dogs are gaining weight every time they go on a walk with Jaff or some type of,
I would definitely spoil them too. I'd be like, we're going to go to Starbucks.
Yes.
We're going to get our pup cups. And then we're going to go to PetSmart. I'll buy you a new toy. We'll get you some treats. You let me know what you want. Maybe we'll go on a walk by the river. I mean, I love this idea though.
Yeah.
So I think it's so cool. Also for someone who maybe is thinking about getting a dog themselves, but they're not sure if they're up for the responsibility, kind of test drive it for just maybe a day or so and see what happens.
That would be cool, especially if they're a dog, like if they're a car dog, you go on errands and stuff. See, that's one thing that I wish Bo would get his life together with. He is the worst in the car. But if there's a dog that chills, like sometimes when we're going together and Mabel is just hanging out, I'm just like, I just want to cry.
You
it's
put
like,
her in the car and she's sleeps.
Exactly.
Automatic sleep.
I want that to happen for my dog.
I
But
love
anyway.
it. It's so nice. Oh, it's amazing. She's so good with that.
So today is President's Day, and obviously all of us old people, we're still, I got to get my knowledge up.
for yourself.
Well, you look jacked up in that category too. So we're talking about the knowledge of President's Day, okay?
Okay.
But we got somebody who comes in clutch, and with that, I want you guys to see our producer Rebecca Williams challenging all of our people in the newsroom. Check this out.
Hey, my name's Rebecca. I'm the producer of the Morning Sprint. Today's President's Day, so let's get some fun facts. First up, we have Amy. Amy, which president was a jazz musician and what instrument did he play? No clue. Which president is on the dime?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
FDR. Next, we have Kristen. Who was the 31st president? Herbert Hoover. Ding, 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 ding. Here's David. David, why do we celebrate President's Day? Which president?
Grover.
Last name?
That's it.
Okay, no. Here's Jalen. Which president is on the $5 bill?
Abraham Lincoln.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, I got an easy one.
What's the most popular job of a president?
Wait, what?
As you can see, a lot of people know things, some people don't. But the fun thing is that today is President's Day. That is the halfway point between Abraham Lincoln's birthday and George Washington's birthday, but it's a day to celebrate all the presidents. So tell us in the comments, which was your favorite?
It's been, I guess.
There we go. That's what we needed. Okay.
I love it.
So this is Rebecca. Obviously, this was her little baby, and Rebecca, you killed it. I think big time. It was really interesting following you around and seeing how excited you get about President's Day. So with that, why are you so excited about President's Day?
Oh, I love politics and all things government and
presidential, and the Constitution. I actually carry a copy of the
What?
Constitution with me everywhere.
Really?
It's in my purse.
It's in my purse.
One
I
time,
love it.
one time I quoted the 14th Amendment to a guy on a first date.
Oh wow.
Oh.
He got up and walked
I
out.
was like, was there a second?
He left.
I was like, was there a second date?
No, we were in
okay.
a coffee shop and we were talking about like rights and like what gives us our rights and where our rights come from, because he was also a poli-sci guy.
Oh.
So I thought this would be really up his alley. So I pull out my pocket Constitution and I quote him the 14th Amendment.
He's like, this joke got this on standby.
He's like, yeah, no, I don't think this is gonna work for me.
Oh no.
Leaves me in the middle
At
of the
least he
coffee
was
shop.
honest.
I mean, hey, more power to you.
Yeah. So you got some things you'd have pulled out for
Yes.
us right here, right?
Okay,
So
so some of the questions that didn't get answered in the video. So the president that was going to be a jazz musician before they joined politics was Bill Clinton.
well, look at that.
I don't know what to say.
We learned everything. So I just
We ain't gonna talk about Bill Clinton.
Just
on
keep it
spread.
going. Let's just keep it going.
So there have been 8 presidents from Virginia:
Okay.
George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, William Henry Harrison, John Tyler, Zachary Taylor, and Woodrow Wilson.
Well, look at you.
I've been to 4 of their houses.
Oh,
Wow.
girl.
Look at you.
Yeah, they're like most of them have houses
Presidential
in
treatment.
I
Virginia.
know.
Got that presidential class.
So there's Mount Vernon, which is by DC, Monticello, and then actually in Bedford we have Poplar Forest, which is Thomas Jefferson's second home.
Okay.
And then we also, in Charlottesville, there's also James Madison's Montpelier.
Well, look at you and all the fun facts,
There you
man.
go. Yeah,
So
well,
we
learned
got one
something new
more. You
this
got
morning.
one more going? Do we have one more in here?
Oh, well, so there's the incredibly tragic and sad news that former President Jimmy Carter is
Yeah.
now in hospice care. We wish him the best. We wish him all the peace in that transition.
Yeah.
And his family. But did you guys know that President Jimmy Carter was a peanut farmer?
I did know that one.
Look.
That was the one I knew.
Look at you.
Because I said my history teacher in high school drilled that into us for some reason, and there was a cartoon of him as a peanut, and that just always stuck in my head.
Well, look at
So that was
that.
like one thing that I knew.
Maybe is he the Planters peanut guy? With
I
the
guess
mon-
that
with
makes-
the, with the monocle.
Huh. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I just know that whenever we have a trivia night, we already got us a weapon. Our secret
yeah.
weapon is
Rebecca's
Rebecca
our-
Williams. Like literally, nobody else can have
Now,
it.
I could do like the pop culture and that, but
Yes.
not the politics stuff.
See, for me, I don't even know what I can do. I'm not capable of.
No, you're got the knowledge.
I like Breaking Bad facts, like stuff like that. I can,
Quote, TV
yeah.
quotes.
I could probably do stuff like that, cartoon associations and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have like very
The Office.
Bam, 100%. Now you know what?
Ooh, roasted.
Yeah, exactly. So today it's not only President's Day, but it is also National I Love My Pet Day. So we wanted to give you guys an experience with our little 4-legged babies. We got Bo coming up, number 1. Come on, pull up my baby. Ooh, look at that baby. Look at his eyes. That's my little Bobo. I think he's going to be
Ooh,
6.
look at my
And
boy.
then there's yours.
Cassian.
That's Cassian.
Yes.
That's my cute
Well,
cat.
that's Mabel.
And
If you
then
don't know
there's
that,
Mabel.
I share as many pictures as I can of her.
Miss Mabel.
So what is a fun fact about your animal that many people wouldn't know?
I don't know. She's very sassy.
Yeah.
Is that? I mean, I feel like every time she's sleepy too. Every time someone comes to me, it's like she's so sweet, and she is. But when it comes to me and her, sometimes she gives me that sass.
Yes.
She gives me that side eye. Look at Bo's tongue.
Yeah, he's my baby.
Oh.
What about Cassian? What's the fun fact about him?
So he likes to find places to hide in my house, and if I find his spot,
Yes.
he'll find a new spot.
Aw.
So he won't hide in the same spot twice. So it gives me a panic attack almost every time when I can't find him.
I
But he's
understand
almost
that.
like, find me, Mom, find me.
Well, Bo, fun fact about him, he actually likes to chew on his fingernails. So
What?
I know it's the weirdest thing ever. So I remember when I was getting ready for work, and I just remember hearing this noise.
Ooh.
And I looked down, and he knows he can't come in the bathroom with me, so he'll sit at the door. And he was literally on his back like a kid with his thumb in his mouth, just. And I got freaked out for a second. I was just like, what are you doing? And I snatched his hand out, and I was thinking he was chewing on something. He had little nasty fingernails. I was like, what is he doing? So yeah, that's a fun fact about Bo.
That makes me think of another fact.
It's cute now.
So you don't let Bo in the bathroom with you.
No, he can't go in the bathroom or the kitchen.
See, Mabel, you know, the bath mat I have right in front of the shower,
Yeah.
anytime I go in the bathroom, she runs in there and sits on her mat and looks at me like this and just waits, and that's her spot. She
Yeah.
knows.
See,
That's
so
her thing.
Cassian sits on the the top of the toilet,
yeah.
and sometimes I poke my head out of the shower, and
Oh
he
my
goes and he goes.
You
So,
play hide and go seek with your cat.
that's our animals word. Jazz, you with us right now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Girl, okay, so do we have some viewers today?
Yeah, we have some viewers, and Delani asked you if you had any jokes for her.
Oh, go
Any
ahead,
jokes?
Jackie.
So yeah, so my jokes are kind of impromptu. Like I don't have like a you know,
You're not a
collection
Chris
of
Michaels
yeah, I'm not like
pulling
a
out a
Chris
dad
Michaels. He pulled one today. He said one. Yeah, it was forgetful. Okay, never mind. I don't have any jokes on me. But if you ever pay attention, listen carefully. I like to slide them in when people least expect them, like in a conversation. And it's only the people who know me the most that would just start busting out laughing because they're just like, they didn't catch anything she just said, but I just said it. So I'm that kind of joker. I'm a jokester like that.
Yeah, I'm not that funny, so I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
You are. You are. Give yourself some credit.
Okay.
Jazz, anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Hey, did you learn anything? So, fun fact: her boo thing was the one that had the Grover the Grover question.
No, Cleveland's last name.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, this is it. So,
Oh,
did you learn something at least from Rebecca's whole quizzing and all that good stuff?
Learned a lot. The fact that it's a lot of random stuff that we learned. The fact that Bill Clinton wanted to play jazz, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was a